asking you this or that questions. I wanted to keep this video very simple, and I wanted it to be very close-up whispering and a very whispery, mouth soundsy video. So that is the idea behind this video. Just excuse my burn there. I did that curling my hair, and also excuse my clothes up here. I am going on holiday in a couple of days for a week, so there may be a week off from filming or any uploads, and I've been getting my clothes ready, so that is why they are up there. I've only filmed a couple of times in this space, so it's not looking that great right now. I forgot to put my light up here, my other light. So yeah, it's looking a bit plain today, but never mind. Okay, let's begin. The first one is playlists or podcasts. I'm going to assume that means music playlists. So what would you pick? I would pick playlists. I do like podcasts, but only certain ones, and I prefer watching a podcast rather than listening to it. So definitely playlists. Shoes or slippers. Shoes or slippers. I mean, I'm going to pick shoes because they are more practical, and the shoes I have are actually really comfy. So, pork or beef? So again, remember to answer for yourself. I would be interested to know. Beef. My favourite is actually chicken, but out of pork and beef, it would be beef. Swimming pool or beach? 100% the beach. I am a Cancer baby. I am a water baby. However, I hate the water. I hate baths. I prefer showers. I don't really tend to go in the pool. Once I'm in the pool, I like it. And when I went to Greece, I enjoyed being in the pool to cool down. But yeah, I don't tend to go swimming. And the beach, I love the beach, but I don't like going in the sea. I love listening to water and watching water. I love waterfalls and stuff, but I don't like being in them. But out of those two would be the beach, 100%. Fruit or vegetables? Fruit or vegetables? Definitely vegetables, because I eat more vegetables and you can do a lot more with them. Cats or dogs? Cats or dogs? Cats or dogs? 100% dogs. I have a dog, and my mum has cats, and they're cute and they're nice, but just not the biggest fan of cats. They can be very grumpy. Summer or winter? This is quite a tricky one for me because I have grew over the last few years to love summer. I love sitting out in the sun, whether that's just to enjoy the sunshine, have some orange juice, read a book, just have a barbecue, whatever, go for a walk. There is an orange butterfly outside. Winter for me, I love Christmas. However, the actual dead of winter in the UK is very cold, it's very icy, it's very dark and dull, and there's not much going on after Christmas. So our winter lasts from December to Feb, and January and February are so dull and boring. I do not like those months. So out of winter and summer, it would be summer. even though I love Christmas. But weather-wise, it would be summer. Salt or pepper? Definitely salt. Cash or cards? Definitely cash. Cookies or chips? So I'm going to assume this is American and it means crisps. So cookies or crisps, or biscuits and crisps. Oh, that's a tough. I don't really eat too many of either of those things, but probably crisps, I think. Soda or juice? So again, soda is like fizzy pop, or juice. Again, I actually don't drink fizzy drinks or juice very often. I sometimes have a cola with a takeaway, and the only juice I like is pure orange juice. I'm gonna say soda. Farm or city? Farm. I feel like you can tell a lot about someone by the answers they give at when they do like this or that questions. A new phone or new clothes? 100% new clothes. Black or white? Black, I think. Oh, this is an interesting one. Driver or passenger? So let's do a little quick story time. I love driving. I love driving. And I've been driving for around 12 years now. And I'm actually a really confident driver, but not far away. I don't really like the motorway, don't really like driving to places I've never been, that sort of thing. However, when I am a passenger for a long distance drive, I get really sleepy and tired and irritated. I just went on a Scotland trip from the UK, from England to Scotland, and it was about 5 hours there and about 5.5 hours back. I drove all the way back from Scotland to England for the first time ever. Last time I went up, I did the second half up and I really enjoyed it. But this time I did all of the way back. Got stuck in mental traffic. It was my first proper traffic jam where I had to squeeze in between lorries and let lorries go in front and all of that stuff. And I really enjoyed it. It did take it out of me. I've never drove for 5.5 hours straight. And then I went on a seaside holiday in April and I drove all the way. That's about 3 hours. So I do really enjoy driving. But also it is nice to be a passenger. But I just get too sleepy as the passenger. So for me, it would be the driver. I prefer having something good to do in the car. Laptop or tablet? Laptop or tablet? Laptop or tablet? I don't have a tablet and I love my laptop, so laptop. Comedy or horror? Comedy or horror? Do you know what? There's been such a long time since a good comedy film came out. I kind of forgot what comedy is. I used to love horror films, but not so much now. But I feel like you can have a really cozy night watching a horror film. So, especially at Halloween. So I'm going to say horror. Beer or wine? 100% wine. Red wine, to be specific. Dine in or dine out? Dining out is a nice treat. It's not something I do very often, so when I do it, I really enjoy it. There is a really nice restaurant where I live. It's very casual vibes, a bit rustic, and they do the best food ever. So dining in, I house and putting a film on. I'd probably pick dining in if it was takeaway and film night. However, I do love the place where I go for food. I'm going to say dine in. I am going to say dine in. Movies or TV shows? Movies, I think, because then it's just the one time you sit and watch the movie and you get the full story. So, iOS or Android? I am an Android girl. Rain or snow? I don't mind either. I actually quite like the rain. I find it quite relaxing. So, rain. Love or money? I mean, it's got to be love, isn't it, surely? Money would also be very nice though. Ice or fire? Fire is dangerous, so I'm gonna say ice. Curly or straight? Curly or straight? Probably curly, because I feel like curly hair can get away with a lot more. I mean, my hair is days old. It's not looking its best, but it still looks decent enough. Oranges or apples? Don't really like either, but I would say oranges. Sweet or salty? Sweet or salty? Is that the same as sweet or savoury? Because I prefer savoury foods to sweet. But I'm also, yeah, I still think that would count, so I'm going to pick salty. Trucks or cars? Trucks or cars? I have had both of these and driven both cars and trucks. I have a truck right now and I love it, so I'm going to pick truck. Lunch or dinner? 100% dinner. Weekends or weekdays? Of course, it's going to be the weekend. Pizza or pasta? Pizza or pasta? 100% pizza. I don't mind pasta, and I'm trying to eat more pasta because I think of it as being healthy. I don't know why, even though it's full of carbohydrates. But I 100% prefer pizza. I would never order pasta out in a restaurant, ever. Friends or family? I mean, you could get pretty deep with this. Some people don't like their family. My actual my family who I've chose to have a family with in my child, I would pick them over friends. But my family, as in the family I come from, I may pick friends. But no, seriously, probably family. Family. Boys or girls? I'm going to pick girls because I can talk to more with girls than I can boys. Fiction or non-fiction? I prefer non-fiction. I love getting lost in people's stories and their imagination and stuff like that, so 100% non-fiction. I occasionally like a fiction book or an autobiography or something, but I need to be in the mood to read something like that. Skiing or snowboarding? I haven't done either, but I feel like I would prefer skiing because you've got something on each foot and you've got the little sticks that can kind of help you out. I don't think I would be very good at snowboarding, to be honest. Basically, I can't even stand on a skateboard, so having 2 feet on the same board on the snow, it's not going to be good for me. I answered this earlier. Well, kind of. Red wine or white wine? shower even when I play music. I don't for some reason. However, I always sing in the car. I was waiting to pick someone up yesterday who ended up not needing to be picked up, and I went to the place and was there for about half an hour and just had a pure concert in the car. I have no idea if anyone heard or saw this, but yeah, 100% singing in the car. It's very therapeutic. Okay, the last one on here is organised or messy. That is not a hard question to answer. I like to be organised. I like things to have their place and be tidy. Yeah, I cannot be doing with mess. Might as well have a little tap on the laptop. My laptop is doing well so far. I'm not 100% convinced that it will last because I've had it fixed from HP before, actually sent back to HP, and it's still broke after that, so, but fingers crossed. For now it's okay. I hope you enjoyed this whispery, close-up whispery video. I just wanted to do something simple and whispery, so I hope you enjoyed it. If there is not a video next week, it's because I am on holiday. That is why.